Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Microphone check. Lights.
Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
The nightlife and the night culture and the GH festivities in Ghana here will be at Cloud9. So make sure you come jump with us to officially launch ourselves as the Abontin Season Hangout, or the official media partner for all the activations happening. So basically, you are going to watch every single thing that happens in this December period right here on 3 Music TV. How about that? You can't miss out on the fun here. So wherever you are, Kofrija, Sefirioso, Gomoa, Tumu or Tamale, or any place you are, Jasik, Chale, or Honina. Listen, all them places you will definitely catch the action over
where
here.
They catch Demon and if before put jail.
I mean, anyway, we have in the house a very good brother, good friend of ours as well, industry friend. You can't go wrong with the man Fifi Coleman. Welcome to the studio. Yeah. I bet you see that video. The two guys arrest them, no, Demon and some guy.
Yeah. I see. You see, look my face.
The guy, look my face. Charlie, I must applaud Ghana police, man. This is swift, man.
Yeah.
Listen, when the police is after you,
they won't catch you.
They'll catch you.
Forget.
Oh, they know where you did.
Yeah.
Oh, they know where you did.
I don't know why.
The performance be solid.
Yeah.
And it's very necessary. I like that they did that.
No. It's not Ghana police. It's the Ghanaian culture of chuking. Like with the chook.
Like you know, go chook.
Oh, we go chook you now.
Demon say if you see you go chook you.
So
Yes,
of course,
yeah.
reversal.
Yeah. I mean, the balls on them to even like come out to say like.
No, that tells you that they didn't even think about the fact that, if you say they do hardcore video, and then the hardcore video turn around.
How do you think in this day and time you can do that and put it out? Like how?
No, he's in love. I've not seen his other videos of him.
Yeah. Did you see the love video he put out? Oh, there's another video of him hugging his girl and
Really?
Yeah.
He get mine, get girl.
Yeah, and at the end of the video, right? At the end of the video, he high. He highway in the distance. Demon.
He's high in love, man.
Hey,
God
Charlie.
help us.
Yeah, Charlie. Anyway, so good. Charlie, Fifi, it's good to have you in the studio, man. And staying fresh as ever.
We try.
Yeah, anyway, so all the big fans of Fifi, I know you're watching, especially one person. Big shout going out to you, Deborah Nicholas Entry. I know you're doing the watching from wherever you are this morning. You are right in the MCR. Look, just a couple of days ago, the National Film Authority held its African Film Summit, and all to just sort of revamp the space of film. I mean, you've been in there for only God knows how long. And yeah, you've played your parts nicely. Let me do a quick throwback. Let's do the journey for Fifi into this space. How did you even get here? How did you start off?
From Teen Beat.
Sheesh.
I don't know who remembers Teen Beat.
I remember Teen Beat.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
You knocked
Way
But I don't remember. You remember?
No.
Okay.
Teen
Yeah.
Beat.
Is that
Well, I mean, we know they smell good, so how you go
Team
remember?
Beats? Is that the name of a
Was it on
biscuit or
GTV?
Yeah.
Some
Was
program
it
on
show?
It was a
Okay,
show
I thought it
from
was
Teen
a
Beat
movie.
down to Ellen Jean. Ellen Jean.
Hey, Teen Beat.
Ah, so you know me biscuit, eh?
And,
No, biscuit.
from guest appearances or guest whatever they things we do for love. We used to have this. I think at the end of every episode or whatever, they did this talk thing about the shows and like the discussion thing. Like had a permanent panel on that. You
had to slave yourself all through that.
I know. Through that to go through Kozi. It's been a minute.
The journey's been long.
It's been long.
Mileage. Like how many years?
I think I'll put 30 to it now.
Cheese. And what about the cheese? If you understand what I'm saying. what about the cheese? Has it I shouldn't say reflected though, but yeah, has it reflected in the bank balance?
It is reflecting.
Sounds good.
Terminator.
Sounds
It is
good.
reflecting.
But that's good. Let me just kick off from the point. Now, recently, it was quite visible in town. The Fifi Coleman productions and all. you've moved from front of screen to back end now. Let's talk about this transition and what presented you into this space, and the I shouldn't say need, but the interest in you wanting to set up your own production facility.
I keep telling people, when you're in front of the cameras, there's only one place you can go that you still feel part of the action, and that is just right. Here, just step right back. But the motivation comes from different areas. For me, it was getting tired of others telling the story. When you think you have the story, for me, it was a motivation from other producers, other production houses turning you down, and you feeling like you wait, like I'm gonna catch up.
Yeah.
like that thing as well. And then also giving opportunity to people that I feel like, why there are others out there. There's so many of them out there that we can start tapping into. So we have a history, we have this thing we can go through to say that, this person went through here. It's not the same people all the time, and all of that, giving opportunities to people to present themselves.
How do you feel about that? Sometimes having the same faces, being on all the movie fronts. Do you? Because I can say you were a victim of that in one way or the other.
Yeah, I am. And the issue is that I don't have. See, the issue is not really having the same faces. It's about grooming another generation.
Yeah.
For me, you understand me. The old faces will still. We need them to share their experience. We need them to impart the other ones that are coming on to see that. Oh, I was on set with Ajeti. I was on set with Majid, and this is how I felt. And they encouraged me. They pushed me, and all. It's important. We need that for a newer generation to come into the industry. But also, we need to understand that this newer generation will come and pick up roles that we are picking up now. So don't put them always as worker passes on these places. Let us rather be the worker passes.
Speaking about the pass on of generation of the skill, that piqued our interest with regards to, it's been tough identifying a new crop of actors to be popular. I do not know whether it's because of the digital media and everybody having a phone and can do something. But a few years ago, it was very easy to identify the likes of the Yus and the Majids, and it was very easy. But it's been quite difficult finding these talents, popularizing these talents. Is there a reason? Is it that maybe there's an indiscipline in the space with regards to why they came, why they want to be on TV? Or I want to understand that.
I think it's a two-phase thing. Number one, the difficulty is because we are not giving them the chance to come and show what they have. That's number one. Number two is that those that have been given the chance are abusing the chance that they've been given to be in this space.
Please elaborate these 2 points, Vero. Like when you say the first one is they're not being given the chance.
Yes,
let's spread it out.
We have traditional producers.
Okay.
We are very like tradition. We go the very I'm a stickler sort of thing, and we have little pockets of, let's say, I don't say cohorts. We have like gangs in industry, right?
Yeah,
the
mafia,
Cliques.
Yeah, the cliques.
Yes,
yeah.
there.
Like you're saying, like there are cabals in the industry.
Exactly.
Wow.
If I belong to your camp, I know for a fact that even if you wrote nonsense, I'm in there. I don't even have to work for it. I know, I'm working on something. Okay, when am I getting my script? I don't even ask whether I'm part of it.
Yeah.
Because I know I belong there. So because when am I getting my script? It's done. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. And
Charlie, this Cabal thing that he mentions is something that I think was it who went on the attack recently. I don't know, was it Coleman or somebody who was the guy who built the recent house that everybody was talking about. They did a whole they did a whole he did a whole Jaco. He did a whole opening. And he spoke about the same thing, that it's like there are factions and there are cliques. If you don't belong in there, it's
never gonna happen.
Wow.
It's not gonna happen. And when you break in and you're not even careful, they victimize you even whilst you're part of it. So you can be in there, you have been just introduced into the whole clique thing, but there are cliques within the cliques. And there are cliques within the cliques who like you, who do not like you. Maybe one person liked you and said, oh, let's bring this guy to our fold. And all of that is whatever it is. So I think it's not giving opportunity enough to the people who can do it to do it. And the people who come in there, they come in there with the first time very humble, very I want to learn. And then by their third movie, they are, a little appearance in Nigeria and back, they are like, come on now. Come on now, where your money there? Like, I can be, they start making all these demands. It is not for I don't know, anything that we keep everybody who's old. My will say, people, we went through the mills. We used to sleep here, and I keep on saying that story, right? We don't tell you to say that, so you should also go and not eat on set and carry people's things or whatever it is. We are telling you to tell you that there is a journey to go through. There is a pathway to get to it. Only a few shot into it, like one hit, boom, star, they are there. Only a few. You can count them on fingers. And others have to do it repeatedly. Movies that never came out. Movies that came out, they didn't even know, oh, were you that? Oh, I didn't know you were even that person in that movie. But then you did pay those dues.
Over and over again.
We have come so far in a way in an industry where everybody can do it, sort of. Pick up a camera, I keep on saying round pegs and square holes. Look, I have a camera, I have a story, I have some fair-colored girl who's willing to, do the bedroom scene without even shy or anything like that. Oh, I'm shooting a movie. So now we have churned out a lot of chaff, and the good ones are not given opportunity by the producers who have the money to do the work right now. So Ghanaians, being who we are, if it has been wache that we are used to, we are eating wache. Serve me the wache anytime. If you don't know, you bring in anything like the bolognese and what, you can't even pronounce the name of the food. Oh, no, don't even touch it. You don't know how good or healthy it could be for you, but you don't touch it because we are sticklers. It's like, this is what I want, this is what I go for. So as soon as I see the cover of the movie and I don't see this face, oh, I'm Enyefe. Oh, when you say Enyefe, it's not going to be a nice movie. And then we just walk away from that.
Talking about
go ahead.
the Cabal system, right, and the cliques and all of that, will have me go into auditioning, right? Because I feel like in the
just
Ghana
say you are
film
trying to get yourself in there. Just say it.
No, wait. In the Ghana film or movie industry, it's really I believe in auditioning a lot because I'm from the School of Performing Arts, where you have to, whether it's your friend being the director or not, if you want to be in a production, you have to go and audition. Right now, coming out, I don't understand how it's like, oh, this person is my friend. Even if they don't fit the role, I'm still going to give it to them. And I understand that in Hollywood, the people we are trying to be like, no matter how big you are, you still audition.
Your agents are taking your tips. If you don't go personally, you do a private one, your agent will send it to them. There is no way you say they just like, unless the franchise ones, like Superman is Superman, unless like they've been for 5 years, you're going to be, Superman. That's it. That you don't have to go and audition for because it's been done already. But the other ones, your agent is taking your tapes to them. They will call you. They might not call you the actor directly. We want to use your guy for this role. What do you think? So can he read a little bit for us? Oh yeah, sure. They send it to him. He does a reading. They take it back. It's only the last what they will actually do. You don't even need screen testing if you have done things, before like that. In this industry where we are, the auditions are, it has become something like where we need the extras, where we need the people to fill the seats, because we already have the people we want to use for whatever we want to use them for. So when we call for audition, we're not now coming to identify new talents or whatever it is. It's actually, this thing is big. We need people to be here. Like, come on, get people to come in there.
Which is unfortunate.
Which is unfortunate.
Is it an expensive industry, the Ghanaian film? Considering the fact that we have already a broken system, is it an expensive industry, or there are enough relationships in there to float, through some of the hard, tough times? So maybe like a Shirley is doing a movie, or maybe you have someone pulling off a movie, and Charlie, I'm in a good relationship with Fifi. Let me call Fifi and help. Or Charlie, let's talk money.
That is what it's supposed to be. The money, look, don't forget about it. That's always it's a business, whether we like it or not. Like, I have friends who do work for me, and like, Fifi, are you going to pay me? Charlie, forget it. No. No, you need to take the money. I'm serious. You need to take it. You're taking it not because the friendship, I know when I'll call in the friendship, that is when I'm having an outdooring. And you come and visit and you come and visit me, show up and like, oh, these people were at my show. That's when, I'll count on those networking, whatever. But when we are working, I want to establish that so that when I come to you or when you come to me, I can also quote. It's as simple as that. I might not quote fully because of the friendship that we have, which is okay, because also, but I want to put something to it. I want to put a paper to it to say that I don't engage your services for free because I value the talent you're bringing to my project. But my project is going to make me money. If you're going to make me money, you need to be part of that, that equation.
But
okay, go ahead.
Fifi, where do you think that culture stemmed from, where it's like, oh, okay, because it's my friend, I can do it for you for free. And then when it's my turn, you do it for me for free. I say this thing that for all you know, the person may never ever need your service, right? And so what happens? What do you think? Yeah, what do you think is
it's funny. Let me just, veer a little bit. Those WhatsApp groups, right? I belong to a whole lot of them, right? And there's this group that every day I'm making contributions to somebody's funeral, somebody's mother, and I was like, I never fall sick, or like I don't benefit. My issue never comes up on that page and say let's contribute for. I think even if it comes up, they're like, oh, he can take off himself, whatever it is. Like I said, there will be moments where you would never, need, whatever it is, but. How did we start as an industry doing these things? We didn't have money to start off in the first place. So when we're building an industry, it came from Tale, and then when you came, what were they offer? They offer you food on set, a place to sleep, whatever it is, and when you are done, tell me that's it. GTNT, GTNT, and here they show us a picture, whatever. And it was a moment where everybody was trying to get into the space. So it was enough. We treated that as enough from the very beginning. Oh, all the TNT is fine. I know some producers right now who they won't even give you the TNT. They will tell you how much of an opportunity they are giving you. You are making you. I'm trying to put you on the screen. Me, my movie show in Nigeria. It shows here. People will see you, and you want to charge me. But then you're coming from Kaswa to Accra to come and shoot every day, and you're in a trotro, you have to wake up early. You pay your own transportation in and out. That is not even considered. So if we treat ourselves that way, how much of an interest are we building an industry? I did crash in him. Your parents are not liking him because you keep taking money from them. Say, oh, me move you, me set. That language, I'm going on set.
It's so crippled that when you say that to your parents, like you're shooting a movie, you're going to like the acting space is so crippled that I don't think you dare ever say to your mom or your dad, your uncle or auntie, grandpa or grandma that you finished maybe University of whatever in this country, and then you finish SS, and I'm going now like you tell your mom or pops that you're going to act
because
the movie.
I feel like unlike other professions, there's been a reverse. In time past, if you say you wanted to act, it was like very honorable, very glorious. At least Fifi and likes made it look very chape, right? But now, if you tell your parents you're going to act, they rather want you to go play football.
What has if you do agree with it, what has contributed? What has contributed to that perception that is carried around, with getting into that space? Because that's what I'm saying. That the reason we're having this convo is that, like he said, a generation that you fit in prior to what the Gen Zs are now. I mean, that generation came with some level of discipline, and the film was buzzing, but you can't say same now.
No.
Once upon a time, people were looking for opportunities to be in Shelley's movies.
Yeah.
Like that was like the holy grail of film production in this country. Same way people wanted to be in Things We Do for Love. People wanted to be in Sun City.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? People wanted to be in some of these, locally indigenous productions that made superstars. But these days, they don't care.
So what has contributed to that over the years?
I think over the years, people have come to also see the end products of the people who participated in the industry, the people who were so much in the industry and are taking caution, and then they're like, okay, I'm doing this for the passion of it, but I'm 10 years, 20 years down the line, I don't want to be the one who is like in line in at Circle trying to get into the La Paz car and somebody asks me, wait, are you the
Fifi Coleman guy? That guy. That guy, no. That's you. Why you?
I get it.
You had to beat for yourself.
There is that landlord that you're trying to get, like like 1 year, the examples that we have as people who have gone through the industry, I mean, sometimes you really want to ask yourself, is this where I want to be? It's not like they paid their dues. They did what they had to do for the industry. They have great works out there. There were no systems to make sure that even in their old age or whatever it is, something comes back to them because they did all of these things for us. It doesn't work like that more. So when you look at all those things, you're like, let me be a little cautious about just how much of me I want to put into this.
So how much? So we've been seeing that. How much of you are you putting into this? And what are you doing to
all of me? All of me. I had to take the same medicine I used to tell people that drink deep or taste not. I have been the guy who was tasting like everything, telling me, my fab ticket, poor, I'm gone back. I can't stay here. The money it's not worth it. Like, I came back to my ticket to my bar, blah, blah, blah. I did like 2 gigs. Like, whatever I did is like what I would make in a week or I make in 2 weeks. All of that. So you keep tasting like little bits and bits, and it never ceases. And I have people who have also traveled and come back and stayed. There were tough times, but they stayed and pushed through. And when I see them, I was like, you did it. Say, yeah. If you come Ghana first, Charlie, if you don't take care, you always go back. You will always go back. But you're like, but no, Charlie, it hard. Then you're pushing through. So there comes a point in time, in a bit of a revelation here, a bit of, the God factor here, which is like a very major thing. So ding, light bulb moment. Dude, put everything you have in one thing. What do you know how to do? Production. You direct, you write, you act. That's what you know how to do. You can pick talents. You know what is good. What are you doing? Why are you trying to be here? Why are you trying to be there? So one time, gather all the resources that you can have and say, listen, I'm putting all of it in one basket. It's okay.
Take a
all
big
my
risk.
eggs, one basket.
Take a big risk.
That's it. Take it. It's you win or you lose. It's two things. You win or you lose.
And that's what has birthed Fifi Coleman Productions,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
What would you say has been that highlight for you since creating it? Because I'm shaking just listening to him say that he's putting all his eggs in one basket. Because this is not... Let me make comparison to Nigeria's film market. You know how they are doing.
Owari, right? In the beginning, he was playing Owari. He was trying to put it
now
in
he
different
put
homes.
everything in it, and it's making me shake.
Share him around some way.
Yeah, because then if you're looking at
Niger
Nigeria's movie industry, you know that it's thriving. Like you can see it. They churn out movies on maybe
daily.
On a regular.
Yep.
But we don't have same here for whatever reason there is, and especially because of funding. So if you've put all your eggs in that basket, what has been the highlight for you in the process?
I think in the process, the major one would be an industry recognition for me. Another one has been investors trying to now say that, wait, if Ghanaians are able to set up their own production houses, somebody has like his own production house, and I can just go to them to go talk to them. I have had emails from companies outside Ghana, the US to be specific, says, okay, fine, what can we collaborate on? Just because I set up, just because I have a whole new setup now that they can actually have put a house, a production house, to a work that you're supposed to do. Major highlights, being able to celebrate works, being able to, contribute a little bit to an industry where I think, wherever we are, we need to, get up there. Being able to talk about it here, talk about it, make people realize that the industry as it is, giving hope to people, letting people who are trying to still get in the industry understand that in this production business, this showbiz business, it's not totally like off if you really want to do it. And if you want to do it, you want to do it well, just take your time and then, do what needs to be done. I think what I said, biggest thing I have done so far with this production house since we set up would have been the tribute to Professor Amata Taidu.
Okay.
That I did.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It was huge. It was. I would say, yeah.
Is it okay? A certain legacy from the Kofi Ejani days, the Eddie Namatachi, right?
Yes.
Yep.
They left a certain discipline in the industry. They left a certain quality. They left a promise of hope, and it came to your generation.
Yep.
Now, if you look at your generation and what is happening now, are you concerned in any way what is being passed on to the future of this? Now, I ask that question because is this a profitable space to be in Ghana?
Yes. It is.
Not the hope.
No, it is. See, here's the catch. The catch is we don't do as much, number one. We don't have the avenues to do as much. We don't have the support to do as much. So, come on. Let me listen.
Break it up.
No,
break it up.
I just thought about some very, very easy money people are making out of this whole industry. TikTokers, pick them up. A TikTok influencer will charge you 50,000 Ghana cedis to run a 3-month promo for you, where they do 2 posts a week.
Yeah. True.
50,000 new Ghana cedis. I'm not talking about Ghana cedis. How many people make that money? Which industry are paying anyone that to do 2 posts? And that is like the ones that are quote unquote untrained, the ones that have forced themselves into like I can dance, force themselves into like I can do mimicking, I can do how could I think? The miming and all of those things.
Lip syncs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If somebody can sit at their house, because they all fall into the same industry, and do lip syncs and put your product up and charge you 50,000 for it. Artists pay for music promotion and they give them like 5,000 for one, like that. Lots of industries don't make that. Doctors don't make that.
That's facts.
Doctors don't make that. They save lives. They don't make what TikTokers make in a month if they are honorary.
Life no balance.
That's facts. Truth.
Yeah.
Charlie, the creative art space, man. If serious, we have to look at this space.
Yeah.
The money day, but where the money day?
Where the money day?
Yeah.
You see, so people are making them. The catch is that we fell off. We fell off, as an industry with quality work that others came to us to come and learn how to do A, B, C, D by just doing anything at a given time, because now we think, we can do it. And now we're trying to revive and trying to realize that we need more than what we used to use to produce what we were having. We need more money now. We need more experience now. We need collaborations now. Shelley alone can sit in the bed, say, we want to call. Shelley wants to call Kowansa, and then Kowansa wants to call who I want the greats.
For that movie?
Yeah, not even the actors. I'm talking about even the producers. So bring them together. Say, listen, we need to do one major big thing. Let me ask you a question. How old are we as a country? Do we have a movie on Kwame Nkrumah? Who is Kwame Nkrumah? It doesn't matter whether you are MPP, you are CPP, you are and whatever it is, but that name alone, your very first president, who has a story about him, is it not an area that we can all look at when we go there? Yasantua, who doesn't know Yasantua?
So what is happening? Why don't we have it? Because look, let me say this. We bash musicians. In fact, they are currently going through a lot.
I know.
The
depression in that industry.
Kwesi Arthur just went to perform. He just went to perform. He didn't go there to fight, or he didn't go there to box. He didn't wear boxing. He just went to do what he does, which is performance. In that, we found a reason to make a comparison. We found a reason to bring him to the Twitter X table to say all kinds. That's all he did. His crime was to just go and perform. The honor sits on the Actors Guild. And when I say the guild, not referencing the Actors Guild, I'm saying the actors community, the film community, to make Ghana film better. Why haven't we been able to tell these stories? Cyril has always been running away from. He says we should stop talking about Kwame Nkrumah's story. We should find another story, because the normal ones have had.
Will you even get the permission to do it? That's also another thing.
Why can't a country commission a project? Why can't a nation commission a project for the very first one, the one who won independence for them?
I can't wait to hear from you.
Good morning.
Good morning to your fans and your fellow.
Fire.
I'm Attire, bro. Like I'm in silence since Attire. I feel like me particularly. I feel like a broken record today. Like Attire, we are in a society where meritocracy is out the window. People don't get opportunities because they are good. They get opportunities because they're in somebody's phone book. Right? So we've built all sorts of industries around the mirage of we are trying to get it done. And no matter what you call it, most people just ask for money.
Yep.
We need funding. We need investors. Musicians are shouting it. Actors are shouting it. Movie producers are shouting it. Sportsmen are shouting it. Ghana, all we need is money. We are not developing capacity. We are not training. We are not investing in expertise. We are not attempting innovation. We won't even collaborate because he's not my friend, so I'm calling for the film.
We are attempting innovation. We built you a co-port. You don't like it.
No problem. If we are innovating backwards, no problem. We are on point.
No. Okay, so you say you innovating backwards.
You see the
cover.
Cyril doesn't.
Those people need to find a computer programmer to delete that picture from the internet.
Technical.
They need to find a hacker from Russia to pay him life savings and to delete that from the internet with the whole article.
Technical university.
You are lucky Fanti insults are not allowed on air.
Guy, you understand? And it's like, it's so tiring. It's so tiring. It's so tiring. And it's the same way I lost my cool at the film summit, festival, whatever. Great initiative. Everybody came there and nobody showed an inkling of actually attempting to do what movie industries are supposed to do. Everybody came there ready with the handkerchief to cry. We need funding. You need funding for what? If you do not know how to manage workflow, how to collaborate, how to maximize resources with $10,000 for your film, how are you going to do it to somebody's 1 million? You think the movies you see and the things we see online and we love to watch and Game of Thrones and House of Usher and we are making noise, you think it's just a guy with a camera and his friends? Do you know the business that goes in? Do you know there's people who do accounting for film? Yeah. Do you know how many film directors, producers, actors, actresses have called somebody or looked for somebody who is a specialist in accounting for film? To know the contingencies, to know how your money can go.
Is a reaction from
okay, no problem. That's why you are here. We only speak to those who are trying to solve the problem. So fair enough. But I'm talking in general because he cannot work in the void. If he's the only guy, if the whole place is on fire and he has one sachet water, Charlie, as much as we are clapping for you, you understand? So we need to speak to everybody. It's the same faces. That's one. He's already addressed that because I know my party, so I know I'll call you. So Jeffoli go act in 12 of my films.
Yeah.
Even the ones he doesn't fit in.
Like he said earlier on.
Yeah.
No matter how drab.
No matter how drab it is. So what we've created now is, one of these Hollywood actors was given a beautiful analysis of the industry. That Hollywood has gone away from giving us amazing actors to giving us amazing characters. So we don't fall in love with Robert Downey. We fall in love with Iron Man. We don't fall in love with Johnny Depp. We fall in love with Jack Sparrow. You understand? Yeah. Ghana is doing the reverse. Right? So the movie is selling. Listen, so the movie is being promoted because it's Jay Foley. But we already know Jay Foley from your last 12 films.
Yeah.
If you are not able to develop a character that is so efficient and powerful that I can see Jay Foley but see Iron Man, then you are not selling me any creativity.
We actually used to be there before. Inspector
we used to be
was
there.
one of
That's what I'm saying, that we've done it backwards.
Even
think about it. People talk about John Wick like we don't know it's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, true.
John Wick. You're from where? Keanu Reeves.
From
People also
Speed.
talk
But from Speed. But with Ghana, we flipped it. It will be Keanu Reeves' film. So John Wick, they hear Keanu Reeves beat them.
I mean,
You see, the mentality affects your behavior.
You see, to be fair, like I was saying, for some reason,
As in like light skinned, or you think
I
there's
understand that you are black, my brother. Really?
I'm saying
there's no fairness for this.
It's funny. You know the funny here. See, nobody realized it. There used to be a time in the industry, right?
Yeah.
That it was color that we used to choose.
To choose. Yeah.
even with the music videos.
Yeah.
Even in ads and
it's funny to
commercials.
come up like this.
Yeah.
It's funny. You have to have color.
But to be
Yeah.
fair,
You see, your problems.
I'm saying this. Just I understand and agree with what you're saying. I think we need to find out why the reverse happened, because just as you were saying,
I can tell you why.
Is one.
Let me tell you why the reverse happened.
Why did it happen?
One, the reverse happened for two reasons. One, acting, right, was not taken seriously at a point as a technical proficiency. People did not learn and try to become the best actors.
Please let me add that to what you're saying, and that's why we're talking about the new generation and what we're doing, because it's I'm worried because after you guys, if we don't take care,
bro,
we
have a bad habit of creating accidental screen stars.
Yes.
Somebody trips on some movie and makes it, and that is the new guy.
Like he said.
And we will hammer this guy till paycheck.
Yeah.
Same for the same light skin babe who accidentally has some funny 5-minute clip. We check that. She's going to be on the next 200 films. So we are not developing actors. The actors themselves are not developing themselves because they are looking at the aesthetics. I need to look a kind of way. I need to be friends with Olele. I need to do this.
Look like Fifi.
Yeah. So his focus now is that go and watch Fifi's last 3 movies and clone myself. But you see,
that want to be like you. That want to be like you. Comments. Like, I want to be like you. How can I become?
Bro,
like
it's
you?
Insecurity and it's a justified insecurity because they are also thinking the only way somebody will give me an opportunity is if I look like Fifi. Right? They don't know that Fifi didn't create Fifi.
I trained, by the way. I went to school performing arts. I've learned my trade.
Exactly. They don't see that part too. They don't see that part. And the directors and the producers, right, also see the success of the film that had Fifi in it. So why go and make a new one? Take Jordan Peele as an example. When all black communities were putting light skin women and men on big cinema and telling the typical ghetto stories and the unrealistic Hollywood stories about black people. Jordan Peele brought people like me and you, Tuntum, real black people, and told diverse, fictional, creative stories and innovated. You understand? Where is our innovation? Let me see one more Konfanochi poster. Or one more Santua poster.
See, the thing is, no. See, the ones you've seen, no. See, the ones you have seen. No, it's not. It's almost like they've spoiled the story, that story for you, because they've used that I don't want to whatever, but that costume on the guy with the raffia thing.
That's what I'm saying.
With the thing
bro, my point is that
we didn't tell the story.
It is, bro. It is not a low hanging fruit. It is on the floor. Okay, it's like the biggest film out of Asia in the last maybe 5-6 years, where
Crazy Rich Asians.
No, the Parasite.
I'm sorry.
Parasite.
That's the message for you when you continue. It is to cool you down. It says here from Boating Kelvin says, nice views on such intellectual convo. Shout out to my foro guy.
Oh, Charlie.
No, somebody say, I tell you, I will find you. Look at Asia, right? Asia broke the listen to the analysis. Asia took Kung Fu to Hollywood, right? And the likes of John Woo, Jimmy Choo, etc., have decided. Hey, Jimmy Choo issues. Sorry, Jimmy Chan. No, Jimmy. Coordinator. So you forget about the names. They took the stereotype martial arts to Hollywood, and you have Keanu Reeves, you have Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham doing what the Chinese used to do, and we didn't even notice. And they flipped it. And the last biggest thing out of Asia was Squid Games, which was a typical Hollywood type story. Parasite, which was a typical Hollywood style story. They are innovating to make an impact. They are not looking around and saying, I'm under a mango tree, let me make a movie about mango. They are looking more and saying, I saw a butterfly in my mango tree. Let me start from the story of the maggot, so that when I'm done, people will appreciate the mango tree. We are being too literal. We are being too lazy
on the back
in
of
our
that,
ideation.
Let me ask Fifi this. On the back of that, just because I've been a victim of writing and seeing what interests the Ghanaian, in your scope of work and all these sorts of experiences, what are some of the kinds of stories that interest the Ghanaian, and the ones that you think that has been difficult to sell to the Ghanaian? I know drama is at the top of and love at the top of the food chart, but
the slapstick comedy movies, the farces, that's what we are cloning towards. The story that should interest the Ghanaian is what is Ghanaian and what is African and what they can relate to.
I like that.
It's number one. But it's not because we haven't fed them with those stories. We have fed them with winter clothes in Ghana, in movies.
Like you said, your mom sharp pass. Like your mom sharp pass.
I slightly disagree with that, but you finish.
No, let me finish.
Yeah. So here's the catch is that who better to tell our story than ourselves? I always believe in that. He has an issue with the fact that we don't have to be, because we are here, we should tell this particular story about ourselves. But you need a historical background to who you are through film telling, right? So storytelling, sorry. So here's the catch. You want to tell me that as a nation, because we've seen so many of the Konfanochi movies, so many of the Yasantua talks or whatever it is, right? Do you not think as a legacy to a nation, where other countries study the heroes of certain nations and other countries are studying about Yasantua, they've heard about this warrior queen and all of those things here, right? As a nation, if we do not have one well-told, well-shot, well-produced,
to position
well innovated, movie to position ourselves where we have these little heroes. I don't know whether any of you heard that Marvel is trying to develop something towards Anansi. I don't know whether you heard about Anansi.
Our Anansi.
Yes. See, I'm beginning to have an issue with the fact that because it's been told the bad way so much, so that I think I'll be wrong, but so maybe you've told this story so badly so much that I'm scared. I don't even want to hear anything about it again. Yeah, that's where he is right now. Yes. But the point is that story cannot go untold. Yeah. We cannot leave it and say just because A, B, and C have like damage the story the way it is, we're not going to have something so concrete that we can sell to people. I keep on telling people, wait, look, the narratives that you're talking about, what narratives are we trying to change, whatever it is? The Vietnam War, who won? America will tell you they won. Why will they tell you they won? Because they have a propaganda movies that will tell you that they won.
Rambo.
That one man shot 1 million Vietnamese.
Yes, if you don't read, if you don't read, look, there's a generation in America who they know that America won that war, like World War II, America won, because they keep telling the story to favor them. It's storytelling that changes a mindset, that puts a place in a place where they feel powerful about something. I'm not saying that story is the only thing that we have. What I'm trying to say is that we need that.
Okay, so why haven't we done it?
I agree with you on everything you said, and let me clarify. I'm not saying the Ananses and the Confanoches and the Yasantiwes are not worthy of being told. But historically, let's say the last 20 years, since 2003, if we were to count how many times somebody has tried to tell these stories and failed, a few successes here and there, granted, it is not at the time. We do not have the capacity.
I don't know what success. There's no success. I don't know any success.
There's a few of them film festivals here and there. So I'll give them their credit. They are going somewhere. So that one, they're flowers. What I'm saying is that is it the Woman King?
Okay.
The Woman King, right, is not a Hollywood story.
No.
It's an African story. But it took the power and the expertise of Hollywood to do it justice. If the Woman King was made...
Hold up. That is if you are coming from the point that you believe the Woman King was done justice.
No, what I'm saying is that, yes.
Because the criticism on that movie will also tell you that was the worst told story about...
But do you know who doesn't know?
The Woman King?
Yeah.
The Dahomes.
Do you know?
The Dahomes were not happy.
Yeah, listen. Yes, the Dahomes.
But let me ask you a question. But the Dahomes allow somebody to come and tell that story.
No, that's the point I was going to make. The Dahomes are not happy about how the story was told. Right, but from a fictional and an entertainment and a business standpoint, that film was a success. Those are two realities. Now, the Dahomes, if they had the capacity and the capability to tell that story, how they think it should have been told, it would have been told long ago. But the thing that Hollywood did with Woman King, the Dahomey people cannot do.
Because they don't have the money.
That's my point. So don't touch it. You see, if it's different when he said we just mentioned that Marvel might be looking at Anansi or something, blah blah. What the Foley say, because he knows when they touch it, the standard is going to be mind blowing.
The quality,
whether Anansi they turn Anansi into a donkey or a pigeon, that doesn't matter. But whatever Marvel does with Anansi is going to redefine the standard to a point where we can never touch.
Sorry, but are they engaging local actors?
God, fucking don't make me show you so giant.
Let me tell
you how bad it is. Hollywood is willing to take the American who can sound Ghanaian or African
over the Ghanaian.
A Ghanaian who go there like I'm nothing. I'm telling you right now. So
do you get all my point?
That's crazy.
The kind of epic storytelling. If you want to do a Confanoche or Ya Santiwa or Agokoli or something, you are talking about Lord of the Rings level production, because you see when you watch Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and all these epics that are even fictional, if you've watched any real story, Schindler's List, anything that is epic on a scale of hundreds of millions of dollars, you see that these people bring the story to life. We don't have that budget and expertise. So why don't go and touch it.
So why don't we collaborate?
Bro, you want to make jollof, you don't get tomatoes. You cook something every day, say be jollof.
Yeah, but somebody get tomatoes.
But someone has tomatoes, so there has to be that. You have to.
You are not getting me.
I get you. I'm saying you are saying that we don't have. First of all, we don't have the technical know-how.
Charlie, my experts here.
No, I'm coming.
If I was to ask you,
I don't want the conversation. I don't want the conversation to be like a tunnel vision of what you see.
No,
I want us to expand it.
Yeah,
and talk about other.
So ask your question.
Other opportunities that are available. I'm saying I don't have the money. I have the idea, right? Where do I go to collaborate?
You don't have the idea. You're taking a story that exists. Big difference.
No, but the story is mine.
We have the story.
Yeah, the story is my idea.
Having a story is different from an idea.
No, I'm saying that the story is my idea because that's my.
The story is not your idea.
No, okay, hold on. We understand what he's trying to say.
No, we don't understand. Let him come correct. To the viewers,
we don't know who.
Why isn't the story an idea?
Because the story, right, is not controlled by you. The story exists in isolation, exclusively of itself. Whether you want to make a film about Okonfa-Notche or not, the story exists. But if you wanted to make a film about Inspector Bediako, that's an idea.
But
So the intellectual property of Okonfa-Notche, please. The intellectual property of Okonfa-Notche cannot belong to you, Olele. But Inspector Bediako intellectual property can belong to you because it's your idea. But that is a story.
But
Please, let's not lie to people.
Hold on.
Cyril,
But what
calm
if
down.
Inspector
Relax, I score you
Bediako is
football,
inspired
relax.
by someone's story?
You put that in
There's
your
nothing
film. How
new
many
under the
films?
sun. But there's nothing new under the sun. The fact that
Let me
you
give
don't
you.
know
Let me give you an example.
Let me not take.
Let me give you an example.
Wait, let me not
Let me give you an
Does
example.
not exist.
Let me give you an example. Ali, Mandela, Will Smith, inspired by the true life events of Muhammad Ali, inspired by the true life events of Nelson Mandela. Those are ideas that were captured. Those are ideas, right? But the stories do not belong to the people who captured those movies. Nobody, the producers of Ali, cannot say that Muhammad Ali's story is his story.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm
All right,
saying?
guys,
Okay,
hold
so
on. Okay,
what-
guys.
what's-
Okay.
okay,
Sorry, guys. Hold
So
on. Guys, hold
Okonfa-Notche,
on.
Yaya
Please.
Santua, Agokoli,
Please.
Ananse, all
me-
these
okay,
things.
okay,
no.
Cyril,
They are not
please.
ideas that any Ghanaian producer
Cyril, please.
is now coming to come up with. They are Ghanaian
Mr.
stories
Gokil, Mr.
that you
Gokil.
are trying to interpret
Mr.
through
Gokil,
film.
Mr.
It's
Gokil.
different.
Mr. Gokil. We will deal with him after the show.
That's why I keep quiet too. I don't.
I like it. I like
No,
this.
it's good.
No, we need to tell our people
hold
the
on.
truth.
So I want to find out from the film fraternity, possibly why we haven't told these stories. You're not the first person saying it, but I want to understand why we haven't told these stories. Now it's getting scary that Hollywood is stepping into our space. It's great news. It's beautiful to have the story be told Anansi and on high quality and high budget production. But I'm afraid of what story will be told. And even if they get a story right, we didn't tell it.
Yeah.
Somebody did for us on our behalf. And now a standard, like you say, a standard would have been set. But why haven't the film space come together to collaborate on this? I want to understand on such projects.
Reasons why we haven't got into where we are to go, and sir, I admire your passion, and
We
I
don't
think I
try
know
to know all about it.
where
We
you're coming from. But
we
then again, we
admire.
also need to judge the history of an industry. How old are we as a movie industry? These great giants that you're comparing us to, and they will tell the story great, and they will do all of that, right? They start. How old is that industry
100
that in
plus
which they
years.
are in? Okay, we need to also always think about that, number one. Two, he said something about that, always capacity building, right? I've always been a thing about it. We don't have writers.
Or even if we do, we haven't discovered them.
We haven't discovered them, and we don't know how to work. Like, we don't have a team. We're a team of writers. I've seen like I think How to Get Away with Murder and all of those things that the team. When you see them, it's like, wait, all of these people are writing this one episode.
It's a one-man business here.
It's a one-man business here.
Do we actually have incubators for that?
Why somebody creates them?
Hollywood self know they reach now.
Oh, stop that. You know what he means.
Be calming down.
Hey,
You know what he means,
yesterday, Goma Fete, some children died because there wasn't incubator. You ask about incubators for film.
No, it is not. We don't. Oh, yes, we don't. But are we not old enough to have something like that? Even if we don't, see, the thing is, we can only do as much as we can. We cannot be here thinking about $1 million incubator, to just house writers to do stuff that they have to do. So what do we do in that instead? Okay, instead, what are we doing? Storytelling. Who is telling us or who's writing the story? Who has the facts? Who have the history? That confrontation we're talking, that go call it the Togbo we're talking about, all of those things, right? 10 people can tell the story differently. That is 10 stories of the same person. 10 different stories of the same person. So when we say this, we're not talking about just the one story about that person, because you can never tell the entire story of that person in that one movie that you're doing. There are many facets of it. What I'm saying that there is it's an intentional thing to be national about some things. When we say we want money, right? If I come to you for money to go and shoot a beach movie or something about someone who drowned and then whatever it is, I understand why you say, wait, this is a personal project you're trying to embark on. But if I have been able to say, okay, the mausoleum is there now, the mausoleum is making us millions of whatever a day for just visitors and all of that thing, that means the stories that are akin to Ghanaians, things that are very cultural to us, our heritage, needs to be a national idea. It should be a national project. We don't have the expertise. I don't know anyone. I can't call out any director in the country right now. Producer can say, if I give the person $2 million, they will tell, look, $50 million. That they will tell a Kwame Nkrumah story that will blow our mind that has never been seen before. But there are people who have been doing this in an industry that forever, and they have the expertise, they have the machinery and everything. Why do we still want to be in a little bubble and say we are doing it here by ourselves? Why is there no
when it's a global competition?
That's what.
Yes.
I think yesterday we even.
Okay, let me just sign out from Plus 89.9 FM real quickly and just do an extra 5 minutes on this. But if you're listening to us, we are also live on Facebook at this point in time, and also on TV on 3 Music TV. But if you're on Plus FM, we have to just put this to an end. But you can catch this continuation tonight at 10 p.m. when we play the repeat back on you. Thank you very much. And you were saying. Yeah,
I was just trying to add to what he was saying, that yesterday we talked about what it means to be a global champion, right? You can't be
a global player versus local champion. That's what we said yesterday.
Okay, well, global champion, global player. Okay, because if you take over the world,
Cyril is big on words.
Yeah, so you become a champion. So it's the same thing anyway. So, like he's saying, you don't have the technical expertise. You may have the stories, you may have the ideas, you may have the writers, but you may not have what it takes to implement or bring the vision to life.
Yeah.
I hate to use this example, but look at Global Citizen, right? The same Independence Square
that we have used
for events.
Too much.
A white man or the West came here, brought their equipment, brought their expertise, and worked with other local artisans and gave us arguably one of the best shows in our entertainment space. That should tell you that as much as possible, we need to move out of our comfort zones and bring the people who can make it work. Because if you are sitting here, you think, like he said, you have $50 million and you can shoot an Akomfo-Anokye movie or a Kwame Nkrumah movie and bring it to life, we will not be impressed.
No.
People have tried. Some have even done animations of these stories and it's still not getting the buzz. Because it's not giving us the aesthetics we want. It's not giving us the spark we want.
The quality.
We don't even have editors who are cutting the trailers the way we want it to whet our appetites. So it's just that we are far behind, and the only way we can catch up is a typical situation of, if you can't beat them, you join them.
How do we catch up then, Fifi? How do we catch up? I know it's a hard one.
Education is one. Education has always been a key to these things. Catch up. See,
we are too far back to catch up.
That's a fact. Catch up is like a very strong, to say that we are catching up, like they are going. It's like, they're going. We are all running the same way. They're ahead of you. But are you catching up to what standards? To whose standards? To the standards that here we are, as an improvement, we are catching up by learning. We are catching up by saying that I do not know. I don't have it all.
So I'm willing to learn.
You understand? I catch up by saying that, admitting where you are in an industry. Instead of tickling ourselves and laughing at, we'll forget about it. Just face the reality as to where we are. From that point, you can start making inferences to, okay, fine, I'm trying to catch up, I'm trying to learn how to do that, I'm trying to learn how to do that. Be intentional about stuff as an industry. That whole ministry, that whole whatever it is, the project, let us have an industry that is intentional about developing, that area of the country. And put in the effort. What are the efforts? Everything that would require that we have the ability to pursue. That opportunity is there.
Let me feel your pain in almost wrapping up. I'm coming to you. How easy, difficult has it been in setting up this Fifi Coleman Productions?
It's been difficult because it's been a long time coming. It's been easy too because once you make up your mind to do it and you've actually planned and prepared for it, it's like, let's do it, sort of thing. Is there a lot of the turn down, a lot of the no, I can't help you, a lot of the oh sorry, a lot of the last minute cancellations, those are the frustrations, those are the ones who will lead you on technically, who like I'm telling you have a proposal that somebody will tell you, listen, that T just change them to cursive, then bring them, I got you. You do all of that and send it back, and yet someone, it will come back like, oh Charlie, we go then they say the quarter in budget finish, or we couldn't, and all of those things. It's been those little letdowns. It's been people who are rather trying to ride on you. If you think you're coming to them for, but they are tired, you don't know that they are rather trying to ride on you and take advantage. Once you catch up to them, it's like, okay, no, then we can't do this anymore. It's been friendships that have been severed because you want to go a certain direction, and then like, dude, you're bringing me down. Like, this whole thing is not going to help. Like, we're building a brand, and if you're going to be doing this, it can't help the brand and all of those things. It's been that difficult. The holy grail out of all of this has been having faith. Is believing that there is something called times and seasons. There is that belief. I believe in strongly that at the appointed time things happen. When and I'm practical about things, but I'm also very, very religious, knowing that I do not really control all of this thing on my own. There's a puppeteer, who's pushing the buttons whenever that needs to be pushed. And if I am at the right place at the right time, then it's just my intent for God to say, this is your time, and to go ahead and go do it.
What are you working on lastly, real quick, before we wrap it up? What are you working on now?
Now I'm working on a TV series called Files for Sale.
Files for Sale?
Fowls.
Oh, fowls.
Yeah. Coco.
Perfect for Christmas.
Files for Sale. I am working on, I just did a value-based play on Still a Rose, which is about abuse, abuse and, very, very religious, stuff that's done, and then we hit next year, and then we come back with a very, very vintage "I Told You So."
Wow.
Okay.
Yes. Want to retell "I Told You So" somehow.
Oh, wow. That would be nice.
It was one of the biggest things that ever happened to us. Let's see how we can.
Yeah.
Like.
Reinvent
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey. You go give you roof. I told you. Ask by all means. Like, if I die, you go ask by all means.
No problem. So I have to show you a number.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll show you a number.
Go ask by.
I'm already on the phone.
I'll show you a number.
Have him audition.
Wrapping up a question.
I just wanted to find out from Fifi
Yeah.
if he should give Ghana's movie industry 10 years. What's that one word that he would describe it in 10 years?
From 10 years to come.
Yes.
Shows have the laugh. Cyril is a non-patriotic Ghanaian. I think I would say.
You see the way you're suffering for English.
No.
You've spoken for an hour. Now you're looking for a word.
No. I have words.
Word for 10 years.
I have words.
I think I'll say I see you growing.
Growing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see you.
Jay,
growing.
what would it
Take
be for
over.
you? Take over.
Yes.
Okay.
And I tell you, can I explain?
Yes.
I'll explain. Tire.
Oh, you go.
No, go explain time, but continue.
There is a brewing storm with crazy new actors and people who are decided to take not grab the bull by the horn, but take it matters into their
By
own
force.
hands. Like how Fifi is saying that people who have decided to take it into their own hands, and it's just a matter of time, like he said, times and season, for one solid email to come to your quarters to say that we want to work with you, and it's from another powerhouse, and we hear all we hear is boom. Fifi Coleman is the one now, Superman.
Amen.
Amen.
If the
Fingers
Wakanda
crossed.
people are listening, this is Wakanda. Listen, okay? They listen.
It's coming.
Universe.
I'll tell
Do
you,
your
we
thing.
have to go, but don't forget *959# would make you win some good money for yourself as well. Do dial the numbers right about now. Also, don't forget, hey, if you go to District 24 and to Breakfast, you get the chance to enjoy some real cool meals. And at B2B, that's in Osu. District 24 is in East Legon. Check out their pages on socials. You find them on there. B&O's got some amazing gift of music offers for you. Go and check out their store at Atlantic Towers. And also brush your teeth, very important, morning and evening with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, giving you maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. And on that note, our time is up again. We are out of here. We're back again tomorrow morning. Fifi, thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure having you on this heated conversation. Cyril will give him some juice to calm him down. But Cyril, go to myeko.com and chop some money over there. MAYEKOO.com. And on Fifi's page on a snap, my hands are raised. And on that note, guys,
Peace out.
We'll catch you on the flip side.